G'day, mates! Today we're diving into the murky waters of a magnificent river to meet a truly special little critter. I'm talking about the Indus River dolphin. This little beauty is an absolute legend. It's one of the rarest dolphins on the entire planet, and it lives in a place you might not expect to find a dolphin. We're not in the big blue ocean today. We're heading over to Pakistan and India to the mighty Indus River. This dolphin, also known as the bulan, is a living fossil. That means its family has been around for millions of years, swimming in these very rivers long before people were even around. Isn't that just incredible? It's a real time traveler of the animal kingdom. Now, what makes this little fella so unique? Well, for starters, it's a freshwater dolphin. Most dolphins you think of, like bottlenose dolphins, live out in the salty sea. But this one has adapted perfectly to a life in the river. It's a true blue river monster, but a gentle one, of course. It spends its entire life in the muddy, swirling currents of the Indus. This environment is totally different from the clear, open ocean. It's a challenging place to live, which has made this dolphin develop some seriously amazing skills to survive. It's a master of its world, a true champion of the river ecosystem. What a little fighter! The Indus dolphin is a solitary creature for the most part. You won't often see them in big, social pods like their ocean cousins. They prefer to keep to themselves or hang out in very small groups. This is likely because of their unique habitat. The river is a complex maze of channels and currents, and it's easier to navigate and find food when you're not bumping into too many mates. They are a crucial part of the river's health. By being at the top of the food chain, they help keep the fish populations in balance. They are a sign that the river is alive and kicking. A healthy river needs its dolphins. What really gets my heart pumping is just how ancient these animals are. Think about it. They have survived ice ages, massive changes to the landscape, and the test of time itself. They are a direct link to a prehistoric world. When you look at an Indus dolphin, you're looking at millions of years of evolution and survival. It's a privilege, an absolute honor to share the planet with such a resilient and fascinating animal. They are a national treasure for the people of Pakistan and a global treasure for all of us who love wildlife. We've got to understand them to protect them. So let's dive in deeper. All right, let's have a good look at this little beauty. The Indus dolphin doesn't look like your average flipper. It has a stocky body and is usually a grayish-brown color, which is perfect camouflage for the muddy river water it calls home. It helps them blend right in, hiding from any potential threats and sneaking up on their tucker. They have a long, pointy snout, almost like a beak, which is packed with sharp, pointy teeth. This long snout is an amazing tool for rummaging around on the riverbed, digging up yummy fish and crustaceans that might be hiding in the mud. It's a perfectly designed fish-catching machine. Now, here's the bit that makes them truly famous. They are functionally blind. That's right, they can't see. Over millions of years of living in dark, muddy water where sight isn't much use anyway, their eyes have become tiny little pinpricks. They don't even have a lens in their eye. They can probably tell the difference between light and dark, maybe to know if it's day or night, but that's about it. They can't see shapes or colors or spot a fish swimming by. This isn't a weakness, though. Crikey, no. It's a super adaptation. They've traded in their eyesight for something much more powerful in their world. Instead of seeing, these dolphins have developed a super sense. It's called echolocation. It's like having built-in sonar, just like a submarine. They send out a series of high-pitched clicks from their head. These clicks travel through the water, bounce off everything around them, like fish, rocks, and the riverbank. And then the echo comes back to the dolphin. Their big, broad flippers and special jawbone are designed to pick up these returning sound waves. It's a brilliant system that gives them a detailed three-dimensional sound map of their underwater world. They can see with sound. How cool is that? Another quirky thing you'll notice is how they swim. Indus dolphins often swim on their side. It's a strange sight, but there's a good reason for it. They'll often trail one of their flippers along the bottom of the riverbed. This helps them feel their way around in the shallow water, giving them another source of information about their surroundings. It's like they're multitasking, echolocating ahead and feeling the ground below at the same time. This unique side-swimming behavior is just another example of how perfectly they've adapted to their tricky river home. What an absolute marvel of nature. So, what's a day in the life of an Indus dolphin like? Well, it's a busy one, that's for sure. They spend a huge amount of their time searching for food. Using that incredible echolocation, they are constantly scanning the river for their next meal. They zip and zoom through the water, sending out their clicks and listening for the telltale echoes of a tasty fish or a crunchy prawn. They have to be incredibly skilled navigators to move through the strong currents and avoid obstacles like submerged trees and rocks, all while hunting. It's a high-energy lifestyle that requires constant focus and a lot of skill. Their diet consists of a variety of river critters. They're not too fussy, which is a great survival strategy. They'll munch on different types of catfish, carp, and prawns. Their long, thin snout is the perfect tool for probing into the nooks and crannies on the river floor to flush out their prey. They are incredibly agile hunters. Once they lock onto a target with their sonar, they can move with a surprising burst of speed to snatch it up. They are the top predator in their part of the river, playing a vital role in keeping the aquatic ecosystem balanced and healthy. They are the guardians of the river. These dolphins have a very special relationship with the river's flow. They are most active during the monsoon season when the river is high and full of water. This is when they have more space to roam and can travel up smaller tributaries to find new feeding grounds and maybe even a mate. The river is their highway system. When the water levels drop during the dry season, their world shrinks. They can become isolated in smaller sections of the river, trapped between man-made structures like dams and barrages. This is a really dangerous time for them, as their food supply can become limited. Breeding for these dolphins is a slow process. A mother dolphin or cow will give birth to a single calf after a long pregnancy of about 10 months. The little calf stays with its mum for a long time, learning all the important skills it needs to survive. Mum teaches it how to hunt, how to navigate the currents, and how to use its echolocation effectively. This strong mother-calf bond is crucial for the survival of the next generation. Because they reproduce so slowly, every single calf is incredibly precious to the future of the entire species. What a dedicated mum! Now, we get to the serious part, mates. Life for these beautiful dolphins is getting tougher. They face some massive dangers, and most of them are because of us humans. One of the biggest threats is the building of dams and barrages across the Indus River. These structures are built to help people with farming and electricity, but they act like giant walls for the dolphins. They chop the long, flowing river into small, separate pools. This splits the dolphin population into little groups that can't mix. This is really bad for their genetics and makes it hard for them to find mates and new food sources. Another massive danger lurking in the water is pollution. Rubbish, chemicals from farms, and waste from towns and cities all end up in the river. This poisons the water that the dolphins live in and contaminates the fish they eat. This can make the dolphins very sick, affect their ability to have babies, and can even be fatal. And then there are fishing nets. Fishermen are just trying to make a living, but sometimes the dolphins get tangled up in the nets by accident. Because they are mammals and need to breathe air, if they get stuck underwater, they can drown. It's a terrible, tragic situation for these gentle animals. So what can we do? We have to be heroes for the Indus dolphin. The good news is, there are amazing people out there working hard to save them. Conservation groups and local communities are teaming up. They work to rescue dolphins that get trapped in canals or nets and release them back into the main river. They also run education programs to teach local people, especially fishermen, about how important these dolphins are and how to protect them. Spreading the word is one of the most powerful things we can do. When people know about these critters, they start to care. We can all be a part of the solution. Supporting the organizations that are on the front lines doing the research and rescue work is a great start. We can also make better choices in our own lives to reduce pollution, even if we live far away from the Indus River. Everything is connected. The fight to save the Indus dolphin is a fight to save the river itself. A healthy river means healthy dolphins and healthy communities. By protecting this incredible, blind, side-swimming, echolocating marvel, we're not just saving a species, we're saving a piece of our planet's ancient, wild heart. And that is a battle worth fighting. Good on you for caring.